Oops, I went back too far. My wish list. Alrighty. Well, I look like shit, but whatever. Off to like 10 seconds and I'm already cussing, you know, whatever. I don't really care. So, yeah. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into this. So, okay. Go ahead and pop this down. Yep. Now, I wish it was as simple as popping this Windows CD in that laptop, but unfortunately what I had to do was I had to do a little bit of minor disassembly. There it goes, it's focusing now. I had to take the hard drive out. There's the Caddy over there. And I put the drive into my trusty Dell Latitude CPI A400 XT. Love this machine. And we're going to just do the Windows ME style setup thing from this machine. And then we're going to pop the drive back into this, and we should be good to go. The drive is blank. I F-disked the drive, so it'll just boot right off my lovely CD here. Fortunately, this laptop works beautifully. It has a wonderful working CD drive, and boots off CD, of course, since this is a Pentium 2. So we need to go into here. I need to go start computer with CD-ROM support. All right, drive D. I want to switch to drive D. We want to run setup. We want Windows Millennium. And now it's time to let this 20 gig drive format, so this is going to take a little while. In the meantime, I guess we can kind of chat in the stream about some things that have been going on recently. For those 2 people so far who are watching, which, thanks for watching my stream. You know, it's kind of all of a sudden. But anyway, I brought out the HP Pavilion A1477C Media Center PC again. And I actually redid the software. And as you can clearly see, we are installing some updates right now. I've had the worst luck with trying to get Windows Update to work in Windows XP. But fortunately, I actually kind of learned a trick that if you just do Service Pack 3, not unofficial Service Pack 4, which, by the way, that file's right there. If you just do... Oh, shit. It's doing the Windows XP and the support notification. No! Microsoft, don't spam my computer. Anyway. But if you just leave it on Service Pack 3 and then run this Windows Update agent thingamabobber and you force it to run, and you do a couple of other standalone things on the side, eventually you'll get the lovely little yellow shield down there for automatic updates. Because you can't go to, at least out of the box, you cannot go to the Windows Update site on an OEM computer such as this, or an OEM install of Windows. The only time that it'll work properly is if you have a retail disk, which this is not obviously a retail copy of Windows, this is an OEM copy of Windows pre-installed. So there was a little bit of work to do to get it set up, but as you can see, I am now installing updates, which is just lovely. So hopefully I can get all these installed before I go and patch the system with Service Pack 4. Although I might not even do this, I might just go online, I might just apply just the registry hack to get the Windows Embedded POS Ready 2009 updates just through that. Because I've found very big problems with the Service Pack preventing Windows Update from working ever again. And it's a big problem. And I'm hoping that if I just do the registry thingamabobber, it'll actually cause, it'll actually keep Windows Update working rather than bricking it like what that Service Pack does. So, yeah. I did it with a, an IBM ThinkPad T41, which, by the way, it's right there. Beautiful machine. And now it won't check for updates ever since I applied that unofficial Service Pack. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to uninstall that Service Pack. Fortunately, I can. And for that machine, I'm just going to do the registry update patch thingamabobber, not the full Service Pack. and I'm going to see if I can get Windows Update to work again on the ThinkPad. And then I will be able to make a video on it. I mean, I can make a video on that computer right now, but for the moment it's got some performance problems and it's not working really good. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to look into the ThinkPad some more, so that sucks. Anyway, I guess I'm going to have to install... oh, is it just doing a silent install of Internet Explorer 8? I don't know. I think it's just doing a silent install of Internet Explorer 8, so that's fine. Anyway, we might make a revisit video with the HP Pavilion A1477C, if anybody's interested, once I get all these updates installed, so... It'll be a much faster machine, because believe me, oh my god, the performance of this machine was just insane. It took, oh god, just over a minute from the BIOS to get to the welcome screen. It took just over a minute. And then you had to wait on the welcome screen for a good chunk of time. And then after that, you'd be lucky if you had a taskbar and icons on your desktop when it did go to the desktop, and then you'd have to wait some more. For Steven Barber, yes, this does have the factory install of Windows XP. This is a Media Center PC, and as you can see, I've not yet done any kind of updates past Service Pack 3. And if you haven't seen the specs before, this is a AMD Athlon 64X2 4400 Plus, which normally runs at 2.2 gigahertz. It's either 2.2 gigahertz or 2.3 gigahertz. I can't remember what the clock speed is. I think it's 2.3, but I could be wrong. It did come initially with 1 gig of RAM, but I upgraded the RAM to 2 gigabytes, so that way Windows wouldn't choke all the time, because Service Pack 3 tends to make Windows XP run like a pig. So anyway... this system is actually not a socket AM2, it's actually a socket 939 system, which is very interesting. Although I'm not surprised, considering that socket 939 was pretty much being phased out, and HP pretty much made this machine an inexpensive way to get onto the Media Center bandwagon, because it only has DDR1 memory. It doesn't have DDR2 memory like the later socket AM2 systems that HP manufactured with, obviously, Asus motherboards. Do you think you can order this HP Pavilion system recovery with Windows ME for this HP laptop? It's only $5 on eBay. You have to send me the link on that one, and that way I can take a look at it. I don't know if the YouTube chat will actually accept links or not. But give it a shot so I can go take a look at it, because I'm actually kind of curious to see what you're wanting to show me. But anyway, the HP Pavilion A1477C is making a healthy recovery. I love this computer. I really want to find some software if it's not already installed. I'm not sure if it's through Media Center or if it's its own standalone program. But this computer has a Hauppauge WinTV capture card in one of the PCI slots. So it has an analog TV tuner and composite and S-video with stereo audio inputs. So, yeah, it's a very versatile little capture card. Unfortunately, I don't know what program takes advantage of it to allow video capture. And my guess is it's limited to probably 640 by 480 resolution, which is not a big deal given the era. So, I'm very interested to try and dink around with that capture card someday, because I think it'd be really cool to capture some video from, oh, I wouldn't have a clue. Okay. For Tony Jones, I just got your link, so I will take a look at that here pretty quick. But yeah. Anyway, how far along are we on the format here? Oh god, 35%, seriously. Oh no. Okay. Don't mind my mess, but anyway, let's go see. Yes, I know I use the Windows 10 Messenger, but it gets notifications faster. Anyway, while that loads, I'm going to tell you guys why I can't just straight up install Windows Millennium Edition on this laptop. And the problem is this stupid piece of crap optical drive. I'm dead serious, this thing is more aggravating than it's worth, and I'm eventually, maybe, if it's cheap enough, going to replace it. Although I don't know if I can or if I even will. Thing is this stupid hunk of crap, it only works as a CD player, basically. So this does actually have a functional battery. So let me turn on the CD player in the front. This has a CD player on the front, so when the laptop is not on, you can use these controls on the front as a CD player with the optical drive. And if I grab a audio disc here, and believe me, I'm not going to play too much to where I get a copyright strike, because this is a recent album on CD. So please, BMG, do not copyright shame me. I'm using this as a resourceful thing, so please do not. Oh, look, it just powered the whole friggin' laptop on. How funny. Alright, off. Off with you. Okay, I think it's off. I might be wrong on that. Is it still on? Oh, yeah, the laptop's still on. Okay, well, screw that idea of trying to do the CD player thingamabobber, because now this thing's on. Now I get to... Yeah, I know, operating system not found. Well, there is no operating system because there's no hard drive. Anyway, shut this thing off. The Windows Millennium Edition key is underneath here. Yeah, this laptop battery was actually rebuilt, probably by Batteries Plus at some point. They cracked the casing, or maybe somebody else did it, I'm not sure. But anyway, this does have a slightly functional battery, at least long enough to troubleshoot things. I need to get that Windows Millennium Edition license underneath there, because I am going to need it when I boot the ME thing up on this machine. So the casing kind of makes it difficult to put it back in the laptop, but it's not bad. It basically just has, like, I think 18650 lithium cells inside of it. I think that's all that laptop battery has. Alright, this gets the update now, so that's going to be fun. Anyway, let me see what you're going to show me here, Tony. I'm going to see what you're, give me two. Don't... Okay, good, it opened in Firefox. I was wondering if it was going to open up in Edge. Oh, okay. I actually have one of these things somewhere in my inventory of items. I actually have one of these things somewhere. Although, I don't believe my laptop works with it. I think I tried it before, and it didn't work. It just went to the trouble of formatting the hard drive, and I believe after that, it just went to a DOS-based utility saying that my model was not compatible, but it formatted the hard drive in the process, so yeah, of course. But I'm not sure what those, what these model numbers indicate. I'm not sure if they're indicating the different series of machines that the CD works with. My guess is that these are different Pavilion models and sort of a model number code. I'm really not familiar with these. This is something very similar to that, I guess. Although personally for me, when it comes to reinstalling Windows Millennium, I'll just do a clean installation unless I actually have like the machine with the matching recovery media, either on the hard drive or, because this thing's so old, probably on the CDs. It'd probably just be more worth it. All the freaking updates. You try to use a Windows 98 Live CD and unpack the files of the password for its Pandora on 7-zip. I don't know, because the thing is, I don't know if I'm that committed to doing it. Honestly, for this machine, given what I'm going to be doing with it, and all things considered, the fucking optical drive doesn't work for shit. There's no point in me, like, investing that kind of time into it. I mean, maybe if it was on the side, I mean, I don't know. That's just me, and that's my personal opinion. Also, one thing that the reason why I'm actually dinking with this laptop and why I want to get it working is because it actually has a floppy drive that works. And I've been meaning to get a laptop with a functional floppy drive for a little while now, and this one does function. So that's really nice. But this machine I got for so cheap from a yard sale, so it's missing all the port doors, and it's missing most of the screws holding the thing together. So this thing has seen much better days. Probably didn't have a very fun life, but it still works. It's got 256 megs of RAM, PC 100 memory. I believe that was I believe this machine originally shipped with 128, but it was later upgraded to 256 with this memory module here, which I'll just take out real quick, since there's no port door. Which makes this and my Latitude equivalent in memory capacity at 256 megabytes. Oh no, this machine would have shipped new with 256 meg. I guess they must have been really rich when this thing was new and they bought the highest memory tier or something. I don't know. Alright, we're 2/3 of the way through this 20 gig hard drive format, so yay. I believe this laptop has a Pentium 3 750 megahertz with speed step down to 600. So not really a fast Pentium 3 at all. And, oh yay. That's the problem I was telling you guys about earlier. It still kind of does it. It gets stuck here at this phase where it only shows the background, and then it starts doing its own thing. I don't know why it hangs there, but it does that. And then once it gets going, then it gets going, and then it's really responsive. But it has that point where it just hangs on the welcome screen, then it, like, goes to the desktop background, kind of just sits there for like 30 seconds, and then it starts going. I bet it's probably something to do with Windows XP, being that it's old and broken in every which way. Yeah. This also has a modem and an Ethernet card, and the jacks for it are right there, which this also comes in handy because I've been meaning to get a laptop like this that's kind of era appropriate with Ethernet on it if I could. There's also 2 USB ports. I don't know why the microphone jack's on the back, but it is. Yeah, it is absolutely annoying, I will agree, because you almost think that Windows is corrupted, and then, nope, sorry, I was just sitting there just checking everything out. It's fine, I'll load the desktop for you. Fucking hell. I guess there's going to be a question about where the heck is the hinge cover. And, well, the thing is, this board doesn't quite work right. Or at least the slider. This is the power switch, is this little slider thing here. And unfortunately, the little thing that goes across the top here, this power switch slider doesn't line up with the actual front panel thingamabobber, and so you can't turn the machine on when the faceplate cover is on. So you have to leave this off in order to use the power switch, which I'm not going to slide because I don't want to turn this thing on again. But yeah, this machine is laid out in a very interesting way, I will be honest. I believe right there is the graphics chip. I don't remember what graphics chip this has. I think it's got some kind of ATI chip of some kind. I don't remember. The CPU is right here. It's got this nice beefy heatsink on it. There's the PCMCIA card slots. They are card bus capable. So, for example, if I remember where I put it, there it is. I have this Wi-Fi card here, which is card bus. I can actually pop it into this laptop if I can get it lined up with the slide thingamabobbers here. And because it is, whoops, that slot is not properly, there we go. You see, it goes in because it's card bus. And kind of like my old satellite, the little eject levers just hide away when you're not using them. I don't know what's up with this bottom slot. I guess the thing is bent. That's interesting. Can I fix that real quick? I didn't even realize that that bottom PDMCA thingamabobber is bent. I don't know if I get a screwdriver and then unbend that, because that's really interesting. Alright, it's not long enough. Well, whatever. I don't really use PCMCA cards anyway, so, you know. There would have been blanks that were inside of here instead of dust shutters. So, yeah. Hurry up and format already. Jesus. Also, one weird thing is that the hard drive is mounted in the middle of the laptop, like right smack in the middle. Ah, I need to learn to speak today. Jeez. Anyway, what's also interesting is that this uses a standard IDE connector for 2.5-inch hard drives, but instead of like doing any kind of proprietary thing, they just use this right angle adapter, and it looks like I bent the pins. Fuck, I just bent the pins on that. Anyway. It'll bend when I go back into the connector. But anyway, so this uses a right angle IDE connector. So that just plugs in down there. And the hard drive just plugs into this. This plugs downward. So very interesting. screwdriver's blocking the fan on this thing. Let's probably move the screwdriver out of the way so this thing can vent its air. It is a 400 megahertz Pentium 2. It's not a slouch. It does run quite warm, so I can make sure the fan's not blocked. So, yeah. Well, no, this stupid optical drive pisses me off more than anything, honestly. But at least the floppy drive works. I'll take the floppy drive because I could give a crap less about the optical drive for the moment. This also has a pretty nice 1024 by 768 active matrix color display. Although by 2000 to 2001, I think this laptop was made around 2001. Hence by the optical drive date here, about 2001. This board was made 46th week of 2000. I think this motherboard was made around sometime in late 2000. So this was sold in early 2001. And I'm really surprised by how big the screen is. What's really interesting, though, it's designed for Windows Millennium Edition, yet it's a Pentium 3. Usually if you see a Pentium 3 like this, you would expect to have it run Windows 2000 or Windows ME or 98 or 2nd Edition or whatever have you. It's just weird. It's just ME. So that's really interesting. I've never seen a Pentium 3, at least not recently, that was only designed for ME. So this machine's really weird. But, yeah. You know, the fun part's going to be finding drivers for this thing. And it's going to be an even bigger fun time trying to get the drivers to install. Although, I think... Yeah, okay. Because Windows 2000 was the first operating system to have support for USB mass storage, which basically means you can plug a flash drive into Windows, of course, and it would work. But I think ME has that built in. I know 98 doesn't, and especially not 95, but I think ME has a driver for the mass storage devices built in, I think. Alright, we're done. Sweet. So now, as you can see, it's starting to unzip the Windows Millennium Edition files. I like the way that this installer I have is laid out. It's from the Maritime Man, or it was made initially by the Maritime Man. Hello, Rodako. It was made initially by the Maritime Man, now the Maritime Girl. And what it basically has on it is 4 zip files. One is Windows 95 OSR 2.5. 2 of them are Windows 98. One is 1st edition, one is 2nd edition. And the last one is Windows ME. And basically, this all happens in DOS. It just uses pk-unzip to unzip the zip file, which basically contains the WinME folder, or sorry, the Win9X folder, Windows 98 folder, Windows 95 folder, whatever. And then it stores that on the hard drive and installs Windows from that folder. Basically like how an OEM used to do the whole C Windows options cabs. This is basically the same thing, just in an automated process from DOS. Or from, like, Windows or whatever have you. Except these stupid cab files take forever to copy. I think they're like, I think there's a good, oh god, I don't even want to know how many there are. It goes from like 10 to like 70 or something or another. Because Windows ME is like a huge OS. So I'm hoping that this strategy works. If it doesn't work, I won't be surprised. But I'm hoping that it does. Of course, gotta have my Mountain Dew. Alright, well I don't need this license key, but if somebody wants a free Windows ME license, there you go, you can have it. So, fortunately at this phase of setup, you don't need the license key. So I'm not going to worry about it. All I need to do is just make a bootable Windows ME thing with a way to get the operating system the rest of the way installed on the machine I want to install it on. That's all I want. This laptop because it has no floppy drive, it hangs on this particular part of the setup because it's looking for a floppy drive, but this laptop doesn't have one, and I forget to disable it, so it just sits there and hangs for about 10-15 seconds while it tries to find a floppy drive. Because that's smart. Come on. But yeah, but at this point, I can actually just take the CD out. Well, no, the keyboard is right there. There's the... I have the keyboard. It's just taken off. Oh, no. Believe me, I've been there and I've done that. Oh, I hate when I get a used computer and nobody knows how to wipe the hard drive. Believe me, I've been there. It's nasty. I had a machine where the original owners left all their pictures on it, left all of this spyware, and oh god, what else did they Firefox, I swear to god, you open up Firefox and it had like 20 tabs open up with a bunch of different spyware removal things for like the Microsoft Gold certified things, and you know, all that stuff. Oh man, that machine was a mess. The Windows XP on that machine was a mess. Kind of ironically, though, I actually reinstalled Windows Vista on that machine. It actually ran pretty nicely, even though it was like an AMD Sempron or something or another. It actually didn't run half bad on Windows Vista. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue with this. See Windows. But anyway, what was I going to talk about? I can't remember what I was going to talk about. My favorite thing. Alright, let's just do custom. And then take out the accessibility because I don't need it. I like desktop. Well, actually, let's go back. First things first, set portable, because this is going to be installed on a laptop. Display the list of components so I can choose the ones I want to install. And then it wipes out quite a bit. I don't need the briefcase. Calculator, desktop wallpaper, document templates, sure imaging, mouse pointers, paint, screensavers, all that lovely stuff. I'll leave dial-up networking in there. Universal plug and play, and you will seamless connectivity. I don't think I'll need the VPN thing. It's probably way outdated, and I don't need the phone dialer either. Desktop themes, yes. Games, yes. Multimedia, yes. I didn't mean to double click on that. Online services, no, because none of them work anymore. And I'm just going to be connecting to the internet via the Ethernet on this laptop. And system tools, I like having the character map, support for zip files, yep. And I believe that was all I wanted to install. And this machine is going to be called, I think, let's see, HP N5290, United States, Pacific Time. I don't want to make a startup disk, thank you. And basically just let it run. So it says about 26 minutes. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think that's just total accumulated setup time estimated. It's probably going to take about 5 minutes to do this phase, so that's going to be fun. Anyway, let me catch up on the comments here. Cheap SSDs. And that's what I wish I could put into every single one of my computers, but I haven't bothered with it yet. This machine right here desperately needs a freaking SSD. Oh my god, it's slow. It takes forever to boot up. And then once it's booted up, it's fine. It's just when it has to boot up and ugh. And you're not Windows 10 fast startup. Oh my god, it takes like 3 minutes to get to the No, that was a different machine. This one only takes like 2 minutes or something. Oh, excuse me, but still. Yes, let's see. Oh, they come with a 256. Well, you really don't need too terribly much SSD storage because you can pretty much just store everything else you really need on a hard drive. Really, I would just probably... Meh. Oh, trust me, you ain't heard noisy hard drives until you hear my 60 gig Western Digital. Because the bearing noise on that drive is quite possibly some of the loudest you'll probably ever hear in your lifetime. Ever, by the way. Reliable hard drive, it still works beautifully. It's just so loud. But I guess it's kind of the price to pay for reliability, I guess. Good old Western Digital drives. Although, actually, I should point out a fun fact. The original 10 gig drive in my iMac still works. The original Seagate rubber-coated, whatever the heck it is, hard drive. It's a 10 gig drive when it came with it when it was new, and it still works great. It's just a little slow. Oh, yeah, gotcha. I really need to get a new hard drive for my iMac. I thought about wanting to buy a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black just for the iMac, just so that way, you know, have a replacement drive. The problem is, I think those drives cost $70, but then the thing is, I have to like, I think I have to like get one of those toolkits from iFixit that you can specifically repair the mid-2011 iMac, which is what mine is. And it's actually, once you get the glass and the LCD out, it's actually extremely easy to replace the hard drive in one of these because it literally sits right underneath the LCD. It's like, let me put my Mountain Dew down real quick, let me show you. So essentially, when you take this glass off and you take this LCD off, the hard drive is right there where I'm pointing. It's literally right there. And it's like 4 screws, take it out, and boom, you can replace the hard drive. Simple as that. Of course, I do a couple of other things because the fan will spin like 100% because you dink with the sensor, but that's easily reprogrammable. Assuming that you do it correctly, it wouldn't even happen at all. I'm like typing something on the back there. My room is too small. I need a bigger room, but that's not going to happen. Unfortunately. We're at 40% right now on the Windows ME setup. So, we still got another few minutes to go. It's scary how I'm almost at 600 subscribers. That's really scary. I really need to make a new video, like, not a live stream, like a video. I really need to do that. But these live streams are so much easier, and given what I'm doing right now, I'd actually probably like to do a live stream because it's more interactive that way. So my apologies that there hasn't been a video in like 2 weeks. It's just been way easier to stream than to, you know, make a video on the MacBook and then wait like 12 hours for a 20-minute video to export. Seriously, that's how long it takes. Well, the thing is, if you lift the glass off the iMac, you have to re-adhere it to the frame. You have to have one of those little like kits where you can put adhesion strips across the glass so it'll stay when you take it off, because when you take it off, the adhesive kind of just goes along with it. So you have to replace those strips, otherwise it doesn't go back on properly. That's the problem. And also, I believe these things need some really strange screwdrivers, which I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is all standard in there. I haven't really looked at the instructions in a little while, but it'd be nice to have the plastic spudgers, which comes in the toolkit. And I was thinking about getting a toolkit anyway because it has more Torx bits. It has many different sizes of Phillips bits, which I actually could make use of, especially with laptops. That sort of thing. And what's nice about it is it has a small... it doesn't have one of these ginormous different handles on it like my current kits have. It has one of those really small ones, so I can put my hand around it a lot easier, and I don't get no stupid hand cramps like with these if I use them for an extended period of time, because I get really bad hand cramps. So, yeah. What's my phone battery at? My phone's at 43%. I'll be fine for another 10 minutes or so, and then it's going to ask me to charge it, like it always does. Honestly, I'm going to be looking forward to my phone upgrade in 6 months. It's going to be great. I have 6 months and a week before I get my new iPhone. It's going to be friggin' awesome. But I'm going to wait out the 6S. I'll just wait it out. I'm hoping iOS 12 fixes a bunch of the problems I've been having. Because, my God. Especially the battery life. Oh, my God. It's been awful. I even have a replacement battery in my 6S, and it still stutters and throttles, and it's terrible. And not to mention I have everyday glitches and things, and some of it's amusing, some of it's not. It's like frustrating. I've had problems where I go back to the home screen and it's like 0 frames a second back to the home screen. It just flashes back to the home screen, and then it's like really stuttery for like 2 seconds, and then it starts working fine after that. It's weird. Little micro stutters like that. It's really annoying. And also, games, like, they used to play fine on iOS 10, and then I come to iOS 11. I go to iOS 11, and then the game starts having micro stutters all over the place. Specifically CSR2, because I play CSR2. Every time I get a perfect shift, the game micro stutters. It's fucking annoying. I can't stand it. It's just it happens every time. It gets so annoying. Honestly, though, when I got my iPhone 6S, my mom bought my iPhone 6S for me. I was going to suggest that I get a 128 gig SE when I got my new phone. When I was upgrading from my iPhone 5S, I was going to be perfectly fine with getting a 128 gig SE, but she didn't go with an SE. She just went with the 64 gig 6S, and I think the reason why is because it was ever so slightly cheaper on an installment plan on a 2-year contract than it was to buy a new 32 gig iPhone 7 at the time, even though my phone was a 64 gig. I think it was just being phased out, and they had it on discount, so I got a really good deal. I think for my 64 gig iPhone 6S, I think I was paying somewhere around $18 a month off 24 months. And that's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, granted, when these were new, they were worth a lot more, but given that the iPhone 7 was out at the time when we got my phone, I got a really good deal on it, I think. And then what was also nice was about 6 months into the contract, or was it less than that? I can't remember. I think it was like a few months into the contract. We got our data plan up from 4 gigs to 6 gigs of data per phone at no extra cost because they were restructuring their data plans. So that was really nice. I got 2 extra gigs of data per month at no additional cost, no additional hidden fees or anything, which was sweet. Although I question US Cellular's reliability outside of its suggested service zone. That's one of the reasons why I don't really know if I'm going to be sticking with US Cellular or if I'm going to be switching to Verizon or whatever have you. Because one thing that really aggravates me about US Cellular, which is the carrier I'm using, is that as soon as you leave your service zone and you go to, I don't know, for example, I live in one town. I want to go to, like, say, Portland, Oregon. It's about 100 miles away. When I get there, I'm in this extended zone, which basically means it's extending off of Verizon's towers because they pretty much, both this US Cellular and Verizon use the same networks, the same frequencies, whatever have you. But it doesn't roam. It's on extended. It is the worst. It is the absolute worst. because the data speeds are throttled to what feels like 2G or Edge. And it drains the battery like a motherfucker. I'm dead serious. It's the worst thing you can ever have. Like, I'm dead serious. I have like less than 2 hours of screen on time on an extended zone, and that's how bad it is. Standby time goes down the toilet. It's terrible. It absolutely is terrible. In the same zones, Verizon will work flawlessly. So it's like, why the fuck am I paying the exact same, pretty much, for US Cellular to get worse reception in the areas where Verizon works just fine? It's like, honestly, it's not worth it to me. I just will go with the other network and get better reliability and better data speeds for about the same money. Although I don't like the prices of installments on Verizon because they tend to follow like retail pricing instead of like US Cellular, which puts the phones on discount. And one thing I noticed was I was price shopping and comparing, and some people might have saw it on the Discord, but on US Cellular I could get a 64 gig iPhone 10 for the same price as a 64 gig iPhone 8 Plus on Verizon on installments for 24 months. So essentially, I could stick with US Cellular and I'd get a better deal on the iPhone 10 than on Verizon with the iPhone 8 Plus at the same storage tier on a 2-year contract with installments. It's absolutely weird. Like, I don't know why that is, but whatever. I think it was like $33 a month on US Cellular, and I think the 10 on Verizon was like $40 something a month. It was absolutely asinine. Got that from Verizon Unlimited. The speeds suck. Well, unfortunately, around here networks are kind of a mixed bag. US Cellular seems to be the best all-round network around here, especially when it comes to phone calls and text messages. They work absolutely wonderfully no matter where you go, and it seems to work pretty well, but data speeds can be mixed depending on where you go. And yeah, but then when you come into town, then it kind of actually I think I ran a speed test once on my data, and this was at the time when I had HughesNet Gen 4, which I'm glad I don't have anymore for reasons unknown, or for reasons I won't get into in this stream. And at the time, my LTE data was faster than my Wi-Fi. I'm dead serious. And that was when I had my iPhone 5S, so it wasn't even that great of a phone, at least at the time, for data speeds. Although I think the data bandwidth hasn't really changed all that much around here. They don't really do much for improving the network speeds. But my data was faster than my Wi-Fi. It was sad. Anyway, I'm going to quit droning this thing and leaving it on. And we're going to go ahead and get to putting the hard drive back into the Pavilion. But no, US Cellular seems to be the most well-rounded network. T-Mobile, like, pretty much doesn't work over here. You'd be lucky to get Edge. Last I knew, with T-Mobile, you'd be lucky to get Edge. Most of the time, you had no service. Sprint, you're lucky to get 3G, and even then, it's a mixed bag. Verizon's alright. AT&T, oh yeah, AT&T. Well, we all know AT&T tends to like to have their networks cut out every so often, where it doesn't work for I don't know how long. And then Verizon, around here, they tend to rip you off, because Verizon tends to rip everybody off. Especially when they like to charge you for data tiers that you didn't pay for when you didn't use up all your data and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, but that's what you... well, actually, at that time, it was kind of sad because we had HughesNet Gen 4, but I think Virgin Mobile is basically the same thing as Sprint or something or another, I think. So the reliability is about the same. I can't tell you on that one. Let me get this out here real quick. That way I can pop it on the tripod. We'll flip them around here. But no, we seem to have had the best luck so far when it comes to when it comes to USL. It's just expensive. It's really expensive. Like, we've been having bills, at least recently, of about just under $200 for my iPhone 6S, my mom's iPhone 7 on installments with our data plans and all that other stuff. It comes up to like just under $200. It's ridiculous. But I don't want to know about the unlimited plan, believe me. I bet you the unlimited plan is probably really expensive. Although if I had unlimited data, and I mean truly unlimited, I'd probably be uploading my YouTube videos on that because it wouldn't be so damn slow. Because believe me, SentryScam has the worst upload bandwidth problems I've ever had with Wi-Fi and ever. Although I shouldn't say that because I've had problems with another local ISP known as GorgeNet, where the upload basically stops. And you have to start over again on YouTube uploads because it just drops. That used to piss me off back in the day. Because the upload bandwidth was so poor that it just dropped. You'd be lucky to even get, like, oh god, just under 100 kilobits up. That's how bad it was. That sounds iffy, I guess. I mean, I guess that's not too unreasonable. I would have expected a little bit worse or even a little bit better. I mean, that's probably, I guess, a decent estimation. I don't know. But, I don't know. I've been debating on what my new phone's going to be. I've been kind of swinging back and forth between the 8 Plus and the 10. I don't want a 256. I just need a 64 because that's what my iPhone 6S is right now. Is a 64 gig 6S. And I've been getting by on it just fine. I don't really use my phone for everything. I do use it for a good chunk of what I do, but I don't use it for everything. And to be honest, I'm not going to be shooting 4K anytime soon, and I'm probably not even going to be dinking around with 1080p 60 at the moment, given that my MacBook can't even really edit 1080p 60, let alone 720p 60, so I think I'll be fine with a 64 gig for 2 years. And besides, I mean, if I run out of storage, I just go to my photo library and I start cleaning out shit, so there's no point in me getting the 256 gig because I don't play a lot of games on my phone because I can't see the damn screen. It's too small. Hint, hint, Fortnite. Because the fucking UI elements in that game are so damn small. I just can't. So, yeah. Yeah, my grandma was thinking about wanting to get the 10, but right at the moment, it's kind of expensive, and she's like, oh, I don't want to upgrade because and then I'm not going to be able to remember what the heck I was doing with this phone, even though she has an iPhone 5S, and if she goes to the iPhone 8 Plus, it's going to be the exact same damn phone, so who really gives a shit? Just saying. Let's see if I remember how this damn interface thingamabobber. My 6S really didn't make much of a difference at all with iOS 11.3. It really didn't. Which is bizarre, but I guess I kind of expected it. Because for some reason my 6S just does not like iOS 11. And like I mentioned earlier, brand new battery from Apple. And it still stutters. It's absolutely stupid. So, I don't know what it is. I mean, let me catch up on the comments here. Let me see what I've been missing here. Yeah. You probably don't want to know, but this is my mom's iPhone 6. It still works, but cracks. But yeah. That's my mom's old iPhone 6. That's what it looks like. It still works, fortunately, but yeah. It's not even really worth all that much. It's only a 16 gig iPhone 6, so it's not really worth much. Doesn't help the screen's cracked, but I think it's got a 95% battery capacity. I mean, the 6 runs all right on iOS 11.3. It runs way better than 11.2.6 ever did. Runs so much better. Oh my god. Believe me, iOS 11 on this phone was atrocious when it came out. But 11.3 seems to have fixed it up a lot. But yeah, you can see this one's fine. Oh, get out of here. I don't want to put in the password right now. Stop it. But as you can see, 95% battery capacity. I can remember my 5S back in the iOS 9 days. Those were the days that they were. Okay, I gotta put this backplane back onto the hard drive on the Latitude here real quick. Then we can get back to the HP Pavilion. If there's any device I want back, it was my 128 gig iPad Air 2. God, I missed that thing. I remember when I had that tablet. It was wonderful. I loved that thing. And I had all of my games, I had all of my photos, I had all of my TV shows and movies on that thing. It was a wonderful tablet. And that fucking screw. Unfortunately, it was stolen. And fortunately, insurance covered it, and I was able to get reimbursed, and I got another 128 gig iPad Air 2. Unfortunately, it had to be through eBay, and I had to buy one used, and the battery kind of sucked on it, but it worked, and it was like $300-something, I think. I guess it wasn't too bad, but I don't know. If I'm going to go for an iPad, I'm going to go for a 12.9-inch at this point, just because that's what I want. I want either a 12.9-inch, probably a second gen, although those are kind of expensive. Like every 12.9 inch is expensive. Or I'm going to go for a 9.7 inch budget model, because those are actually not too bad. Especially the new ones. I actually saw some videos on the new ones, and they're actually pretty decent. I mean, yeah, they're not going to blow your socks off when it comes to performance, but it's really not that bad. And I thought about it, because $329, and you get an iPad. I mean, 32 gigs of storage. Yeah, it's a little low, but fucking hell. I just keep dropping these damn small screws. I don't know where the fuck this other one went. I hate fucking screws. Nah, it just flew, and I don't know where the fuck it went. Alright, well, I guess that screw's gone. Bye-bye, screw. We'll miss you. Yeah. Whatever. Finished putting this hard drive back in this Latitude. And then we get back onto the show. Really, I only want to put 2 screws into this thing anyway. I would have liked to have put in 4, but since that other one went flying, I guess I'm not. Then again, this laptop has missing screws to begin with, so not a big deal. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. Alright. So now we get to reassemble the hard drive caddy. Although I think I have to... Let me bend this down. Yeah, there we go. So this is how the thing works. I gotta grab that adapter from the motherboard. Hang on. Okay, I got the adapter now. Okay, so let me go ahead and pop this on. Okie doke. So now, I believe this goes in like this. I gotta get it underneath the Velcro here. Sorry, I gotta do this off camera. Okay, now we get to pop on these really thick and overkill screws into this little tray. I'm surprised that my phone hasn't told me to go into low power mode yet, because it's been streaming for almost an hour, and I don't remember what the battery was at when I started. I think it was at like 80-something%. And usually it kills my phone down to 20% in about an hour. It doesn't matter where it's at, it just manages to kill the phone down to 20% in about an hour. Because iPhone 6s, wonderful battery life. It also doesn't help that my phone is not a TSMC-based A9, it's a Samsung-based A9, so no wonder why my battery life is so poor, and why I have performance problems all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to move this Velcro thing out of the way, and then we can go ahead and pop this adapter onto the IDE port of the hard drive. And then, let me go ahead and put this back. I'm like throwing the camera all over the place. My apologies. Oh, let's shut off my desk. My desk is an absolute mess right now. But when is it never? And then, we get to bring the laptop back up. One heavy machine. And then, we get to go face first with the plug-in. So we got to plug that into the motherboard. And then we get to screw it the rest of the way down, if I don't lose my screwdriver. Fortunately, the screws in the Caddy portion itself are static and they don't come out, which is nice. There's a lot of nice build quality materials on this laptop, especially the magnesium alloy frame, which composes this hard drive thing and the main frame of the laptop. It's all magnesium alloy, so it's really durable. It's actually really well put together. Alright, I think we're good. All the screws are tight. So now we can go ahead and put the keyboard back on. Did I miss any comments? Oh. Drop the phone. Put this back up here. Alright. Let's go ahead and put the keyboard back. Oops. Put the keyboard back in. Fortunately, it looks like it's just a clip-on connector. Come on. Really small access area. Get the keyboard in there. All right. Got all 4 screws, so that's nice. All right, now where do they go in? Just like so. And then we can go ahead and pop in all the rest of the screws into the housing. Hopefully this board up here is still connected in a way. Alright. Let me grab the power cord. Plug it in and... woohoo! The light came on. So... alright. Unbend the legs on the tripod here so that way I can actually like hold it. Alright. So now I just shortcut using the sleep button as the power button. And the CD-ROM drive stupid thing pops open. Alright, moment of truth. Will it boot up? Yes, it does! Hey! That's not a bad idea to do that. I am victorious. Sweet. The nice thing is, I don't need the CD for the rest of the setup because it's all on the hard drive, so awesome. Cool, but what? That's what I'd like to know. Oh, the fun part's gonna come in. I gotta get the license key off the underneath of the battery. God damn it. Ah! I didn't think about it. Now I gotta take some drastic measures. Do not try this at home. Otherwise, you might experience lovely problems with your laptop flying on the floor. Okay. Actually, I might need to grab the Idle 4S real quick so I can use it for the camera. Alright, where are you at, battery? Where does the eject thingamabobber for you? There you are. Hopefully this stays running for long enough where I can get a picture of the license key. Ah, the front camera is too dim. Okay. So now, let's go and put the battery back in, which I think goes in like so. Okay. Did I miss anything in the comments? Oh god. I'm not looking forward to drivers because HP doesn't have them anymore on their website, so this is going to be fun when it comes to installing drivers. Although, that's probably not going to be the main focus of this stream. I'm going to do that off stream just because then I don't have to vent my frustration about how HP is like the worst company ever when it comes to drivers on stream and have like have a nice argument with the comment section. So, or the live chat, sorry. The wrong terminology. Oh, there's the low battery warning on my phone. Yep, there it went. Gotta grab my charger. I know my room's a mess, my apologies. I haven't had the chance to clean it today. I've been so busy with a bunch of things. Although that's partially my fault for not getting up and doing it because I'm a lazy ass. Alright. Phone should be plugged in now if I press close. Yep, it is. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom because I need to, and I will be right back. Assuming that I can get this to stand up without falling over, which is likely not going to work in my favor. If I can get this to kind of work. Good enough. Anyway. Oh, I can't climb under. Whatever. I'll be back. I gotta use the restroom. I can't climb under the stupid cardboard. There we go. Yeah, I can climb underneath that. There we go. Okay. Local Jordan has returned. Okay. Oh, believe me, you don't want to look in there when it comes to a mess. Stephen Barber, you don't want to know. It's a bigger mess than your mess. I think we had a problem. I was gone because I think it froze up. So I can still move my mouse, but I don't think it's actually progressing me. Because the icon should be moving and it's not. So, okay, that's a good sign. I'll try Control Delete. Yeah, system is busy. Yeah, just restart. Ooh, blue screen, actual blue screen. Just restart the damn computer. Get back in your damn thing, Optical Drive. This Optical Drive is the worst piece of crap ever. It really is. That's the first time I've ever had that happen, where it would lock up on the stupid plug-and-play thing. That's the first time I've ever had that happen. It's kind of funny. So, hopefully it gets past it, because otherwise this is going to be a problem. Alright, well, it didn't have to do the non-plug-and-play devices, and it's locked up again. Oh, this time it really locked up. Ooh, I have no mouse movement. Ooh. And it restarted. Nice. I didn't even have to do anything, and it just restarted. Okay, that was interesting and a half. What was that all about? Let's try it this time. Again, locked up, hard locked up. And I can't move the mouse. Yeah, I can't move the mouse. Okay. Well, apparently we have a driver problem. Well, unfortunately, yeah, it's locked up hard. I can't control delete out of this one. I gotta shut it off. Unfortunately, you can't do the setup in safe mode, which sucks. Yeah, this power switch is stupid and finicky. Just get back your fucking thing, Optical Drive. Christ. Haven't even gotten to the point where it wants my product key yet. That's scary. But hey, at least it boots up quickly. I guess. That's nice. Like, seriously, that booted up ridiculously quickly. Alright, locked up. And this time it looks like I still have a mouse cursor, so that's a good sign. Hey, we got past it. Okay, cool. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. What's a Twitter notification? Oh, that's somebody I don't really need to follow. And the setup's locked up again for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, we are making some good progress, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to have to restart again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, it is going. Okay. I guess I should be more patient, because it's actually doing something. Setup is starting your computer. Please wait while setup copies necessary files. There we go. Come on. I just want to install Windows Millennium Edition. That's all I want to do. Yeah, speaking of Windows 98 2nd Edition, I actually installed that on the Latitude CPI, because that's actually what license is for, is Windows 98 2nd Edition. This machine is licensed for Windows Millennium Edition, so that's why I'm installing Windows Millennium Edition. Otherwise, I would install Windows 98 2nd Edition on this machine, because it's a lot easier to install on this laptop. But since it's licensed for ME, I'm going to install ME, because that's what it has, that's what I'm going to use. I know it's not the greatest, but can't have everything. And there's only so many Windows 98 licenses you have, so, I mean, that is what it is. Okay, I think the setup process locked up again, so let me just shut it off. Oops. Come on, don't scrape the board. There we go. Every time you turn this computer on or Control-Alt-Delete, it literally just opens the optical drive every time. It gets kind of annoying. This computer just loves to open up the optical drive bay. Ooh, improper shutdown. It got to the point where it needs scan disk. I don't think we're gonna need scan. Oh, it's locked up. Well, that's even more useful when it's locked up. Don't you know? I can totally use scan disk when my computer doesn't even freaking work. Oh. Oh, now it started working. What the hell? I give up. It's like half working, half not working. I blame the latitude. It was its fault, not mine. I totally didn't install Windows and Millennium Edition through the latitude first. That's what she said. Okay, let me see if I can immediately stop the scan disk from running if it's going to run again. Stop, you're going to ruin everything. You're going to ruin everything, scan disk, stop it. Go, get away. Wait, can I Control-Delete and end the scan disk? Nope, because immediately system is busy. Alright, reboot. Get back in your fucking home. Oh, this is going off to a great start. It's going off to a fantastic start. Alrighty. Try again. Oh, there we go. We bypass the scan disk this time. And I cannot move the mouse because this thing acts kind of funny because this is the trackpad disable button. And oftentimes it likes to just come on at random, and it's really finicky, so it makes me think that the machine's not working, because, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna give me the friggin' one finger salute on my ass. I can do it too. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm even wasting my time with Windows Millennium Edition. I don't know. I guess I'm just that kind of a redneck. I don't know. It's fine. I just need more Mountain Dew. Ugh. Well, we're making a lot of progress. I see the hard drive light flashing every now and again, so it's not frozen. It's just not doing anything, at least that I can't see. I think that light there's the hard drive light. I know it's... Oh, that's the optical drive light. See, the optical drive is just doing some stupid stuff. I keep thinking that's the hard drive light. That's actually the optical drive light. That's the hard drive light, and that's the floppy drive light. I get all these stupid things mixed up. Yeah, for all I know, it's probably doing the system is busy thing again, so just restart. Just restart the damn computer and get back to your fucking hole. At least it boots up every time. I'll give it that. At least it boots up. So I can run... Oh, nope, didn't run scan disk that time. I think it's because it actually, like, properly shut down the computer that time. I think that's why it doesn't run scan disk. Alright, come on, turn the touchpad off. Turn the touchpad off. Turn the fucking touchpad thingy off. Come on. You fucker. This laptop fucking hates me, I swear to God. It's got a mind of... There we go. Jesus Christ. See, it just went back on again. I didn't even do anything. This laptop is fucking demented. In Harry Potter terms. It seriously is. It's like it doesn't want me doing anything with Windows Millennium Edition. At all. Yeah, it's clearly not doing anything again, so yeah. Power switch here. I do have a Windows 2000 installed but this machine is licensed again for Windows Millennium Edition, so there's no... Actually, here's the thing. When it comes to Windows 2000, I can't install it on the system because you got to boot it off the CD. And unfortunately, the CD-ROM drive doesn't work. So, at least it works 1 in 500,000 times of fucking the thing in the... Ugh. Anyway. Basically, the drive doesn't work, so I can't install Windows 2000. At least not easily. So clearly it looks like we're going to have some problems. Yeah, it's already locked up again. So let me just boot into safe mode. Let me just boot into safe mode. Stop it. Just boot safe mode. It's either going to let me into safe mode or it's just going to give me an error saying it won't complete setup in safe mode. And detect install devices, restart Windows, don't choose safe mode. Well, at the moment, I'm kind of stuck at using safe mode because otherwise it doesn't work. Oh, yay, it's my favorite. Look at this thing. It's sitting there like randomly disabling and enabling the touchpad as I'm moving it. What the fuck? I'm literally not even doing anything else other than moving the mouse. And it's just sitting here going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. What the hell is up with this damn laptop? Clearly Explorer's not doing a damn thing. Alright, just restart again. And then the stupid thing just... Arrgh. Like, thing's not even charging, in that matter. Well, it wasn't even desktop hardware. This was the machine it was in initially. It was in this. The setup started in this, where I copied all the files. It didn't do any device configuration at all. It was just doing this installing. Maybe I might just have to do a full install on the Latitude and then transfer over to this and then let it do all the device reconfiguration. I think it might just be easier that way. I might just have to do that. Because otherwise I fear it's not going to complete. Because it just keeps locking up right here. And then the optical drive light just keeps flashing for no reason. Because the optical drive is broken. So, yeah. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Because, yeah, the hard drive just sits there, does nothing. And the hard drive just parked. Yeah, it's basically done. Okay, that was exciting. Now, wasn't it? Alright, let's just go ahead and turn this laptop off. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just... Oh, wait. I saw the cursor change there for a second. I swear, I saw the hard drive flash, I saw the cursor change. What the hell is it doing? This system, I swear to God. Alright, well, anyway, yeah. I still see remnants of the setup on the LCD. Okay, so let's go ahead. Go through the fun procedure of taking the keyboard back off and then spending like a minute trying to get the stupid thing out of the connector. Okay. Alright, now here comes the fun part. Fixing this. Alright, can we get this thing to stand up straight? Probably not, because of course flexible fucking tripods, they don't work. They don't work for shit. They never will. Because all it wants to do is just basically fall if I don't set something on it to stabilize it. There we go. Okay. Now I don't have to, like, sit there and have to babysit the phone while it's charging. It just allows me to work faster as well. Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay. That broke. Nice. Things are just going to plan today, aren't they? And the cats are going to start being annoying, as always. Just flung. Well, there went another screw. That's gone. So that's nice. Oh, that screw went. And obviously, where that screw was, that's not it either. Okay. Okay. Oh. Nice to spill. So Windows ME likes the hardware transition. Well, it doesn't boot up nearly as quickly as it does on the other system. Alright, yeah, get out of here, scan disk. Well, good news, everyone. No lockups yet. Oh, no. Wait. Whoop. We have an oh hi from a person. All right. Oh. Magnifying glass. Oh, there it goes. Hey, we got farther than we did before. Okay, cool. I'm going to set the name and company. I obviously accept the license agreement. And this is the part where I got to put in the license key. Now, we're going to be a total baller. I used a Windows phone for this, so hardy har har. Alrighty. Where is photos? Photos. I have to hold the phone upside down and do it this way. Assuming it doesn't fall over, I have a license key there, so. Or, no, that wasn't that. It was J, D2B, 94, HKH, MWRQQ, MWHXG. All right. What you doing, Darla? What's Darla doing? Oh, what's Darla doing? Oh, what's Darla? Hi, Darla. She probably should go outside. That's probably why she's in here. All right. I'll be right back. I gotta go let the dog outside. Alright, I'm back. Oh, God. I had to sit down. You know what I probably should do? Start a live stream thing, although I guess my audio's probably all screwed up. Shut up! Shut up! Anyway. George? No room. No. 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 I want you in my room. Fucking cats are gonna start being ornery. While I'm streaming, of course. Windows ME is the best operating system in the world. Let's put a /S next to that. The authenticity of this content cannot be verified, therefore it cannot be trusted. Microsoft XML parser for Java by Microsoft Corporation, and it cannot be authenticated, therefore it cannot be trusted. Because that makes sense, don't you know? That makes perfect sense. Ooh. Microsoft Direct Animation classes for Java by Microsoft Corporation cannot be trusted. God. Well, this is really exciting. It's actually not brought another error thing. I wonder how this machine's going to react when I put it back in the... Or how Windows Millennium Edition is going to react when I put it back in the other laptop. I wonder how it's going to react. That would be interesting. And of course, I'm going to get, you know, like, bothered by every single little notification. That's, yeah. And someone's running their weed eater. I can hear it outside. Ooh, I just love the sound of weed eater as my background noise. $5.99? That's not too bad. Granted, considering that you have to pay like nearly $200 from Microsoft to get the same damn thing, you know? No, the Windows ME installer is a little bit different compared to the Windows 2000 one. It looks similar, but not quite. It's pretty similar to like the one you see in Windows 95 and 98. I guess you could say it's similar in the steps it takes, but what it actually does is, you know, kind of slightly different, because in NT based versions of Windows like 2000, well, anything like that, they also set up the networking during the setup process if it's supported. If it has the driver. So, whereas this does not. You have to wait till you get into the operating system itself before you can configure that. Restart now. All right. Now, let's try this again. Let's see if I don't get so lucky. Try this again. Let's see if I can get this tripod set up again. I think I got it set up at the right angle, at least to some degree. It should be good enough. All right. Now comes the fun part. Let's see if we lose some more screws. I've already lost 2 today. I don't want to lose any more. No! No, where'd it go? See, I called it. I told you another screws are falling on the goddamn carpet. Would you like rename this stream to "And the time I lost like 3 fucking screws"? I don't even know. I'm like terrible for this sort of stuff. Deal with the latitude drive in a bit. I just want to work on the HP. Doo-doo. Okay. Alright, well, like I said, I'm going to finish that off in a bit. I just want to see this thing boot and not freeze up on me. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. So hopefully that happens. Shut up! George, shut up! Fucking hell! Shut up! Alright. Next comes the keyboard. You want beat, George? Says you shut up. I'll be right back. Damn it, George! Back to assembly then, after dealing with the stupid-ass cats. Except I get to go deal with George again. But George aside, I just want to see this thing post. Won't post, but I mean boot up. Let's see if I get lucky this time. Oh. Updates are ready for your computer. Yes, please install them. Some updates require that you first accept license terms. What are they? Ooh, Microsoft Office updates all over the place. And Microsoft Office file validation add-in. Nice. Well, get them going then. Install some updates. Kind of going through the comments here. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm about as anxious as much as the next person, which is about to fall asleep, but you know what? Screw it. Of course, this keyboard is not allowing the optical drive to open up. Give me something good. Give me something good. All right. That's a good sign. Except, well, it kind of stopped. I thought I would have gotten lucky, but I guess it just stopped. Well, that's nice. System is busy again. Just restart. I probably should have let it finish until it got to the desktop, but whatever. I was going to try it early just to see if it would work. Oh well, at this point I can actually go into safe mode, I think, and I'll be fine. So if it doesn't work this time, I can just go into safe mode and hope it works. Because right at this phase, it just stops. It doesn't do anything after this, so that might be what I'll do. Because it always goes system is busy, and it doesn't finish, and this stupid DVD drive keeps opening up. Actually, that media center PC is not too bad. It's actually pretty well ventilated. But yeah, I can see what you mean by how the media center PCs are cramped and whatnot. Because yes, they were. They were an absolute nightmare. Especially if you had ones with the Pentium 4 at like 3.2 or 3.4 gigahertz. My god, they were terrible. Okay, good news, everyone. We actually have a desktop. So that's nice. So let's go into Control Panel. And let's run the Add New Hardware Wizard. Let's see if it'll actually, like... Wait, can I... Oh, it's in safe mode. God damn it. Why can't I do it in safe mode? Why? Anyway. But at the very least, as you can see, it is working. So shut down, restart. Back in your home. So at this point, I'll probably end the live stream. Because at this point, it's basically just going to be me trying to reconfigure Windows Millennium Edition to run on this hardware. Which is going to be fun and a half. But at least if it works, it works. I hope. I don't know. We'll find out once it boots up the rest of the way here. And it stopped. God damn it. I guess I'm just not so lucky with this thing. It just stopped. It's like it starts loading and then it just stops and then you're stuck here and then you can't do anything because you can't really do anything. Well, that's lovely. Let me try forcing it off and then see if I get ScanDisk to run at least. Let's see. I'm actually wondering if there's some kind of like BIOS update for this thing that might reduce some of the issues I've been having, because I know that sometimes helps with certain operating systems specifically. Now let's see if ScanDisk comes up like it's supposed to. Alright, well it does. But unfortunately it stopped. It even stops on ScanDisk, man. That's just ridiculous. Well, here's what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to just restart it. I'm going to do step by step and tell it not to load all the drivers. I'm going to tell it to skip loading all the drivers. So step by step confirmation. Yes, process the registry. Yes, make a log file. Yep. Do not load all the drivers. And that probably will force it to reinstall drivers or just load it with basic drivers in normal mode. I'm not sure what that's going to do, but we'll see what happens. I think it's trying to load... Oh, well, that just takes it into safe mode. Well, that's lovely, I guess. I mean, it boots up, but when I mean no drivers, that doesn't mean safe mode. Okay. Well, anyway, at the very least, it's here. It looks like it's working, so maybe I'll try rerunning the setup from inside of Windows safe mode. Setup does not have enough conventional memory to check your computer's hard disk. You need to free some conventional memory before continuing. Yes, run the program anyway. Oh, now it works. Okay. It's just safe mode. You can't normally run DOS things in safe mode because it bitches about it, thinking it's going to corrupt the display. Oh, no. Not like it's going to do much. But let's try rerun the setup from within safe mode. And then it might actually register this machine's hardware, and it might not be so damn glitchy. That might help a little bit. That might help. Because then it'll re-register all the devices. God damn the stupid touchpad disable button. I'm gonna murder this damn button. No. Because I'm running ME with ME, so it really doesn't matter. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Well, I'm going to go deal with George because he's just being a whiny baby. And I'm also going to go give me some Mountain Dew. Because, of course, I'm a Mountain Dew act. Give me your money. Give me your money. Anyway, I got to restart the HP here. Get this upright for one thing. Like, underneath the damn thing here. There we go. George, quiet. Got enough your fucking whining. Let's stop. Desperate for attention. You have food. Stop. Yes, I know you want to be pet. You're not going to get pet all the time. Mom's not home right now. So you need to live with it. You need to learn to deal with it and suck it up. You're not a baby anymore. Stop acting like it. Get your ass outside. Come on. Outside first. Outside. Outside. Now it's time to, like, jump over this power cord. Not really. Got a limbo or the power cord. Okay. Now it's time to undo the tripod doing the splits. Now this tripod's basically done for at this point. Ah. Well, that little metal rod just snapped. Alright, well, I guess that's the end of the tripod, because that came out. Well. Oh, that's a piece of junk now. Oh God. I don't think GTA 5 is going to run into Dell Latitude D620, if I'm going to be honest. I got a really dumb idea. Ah, can't get to the arrow keys because my Alcatel Idle 4S is blocking the arrow keys. Ah, right there. The fan's certainly speeding up, so it is doing something. I'm just hoping that this is going to work. My stupid idea of reinstalling Windows Millennium Edition on top of Millennium Edition to hopefully fix the driver problem that's apparently happening where it doesn't boot up normally. Offers consumers the first fully integrated digital media experience, even though iTunes beat Windows Media Player 7 by about a year. Well, while that's doing its thing, we get to confirm that Windows XP end of support is on April 8, 2014. I think that was a long time ago. Back to Windows Update we go. No, I don't want to deal with you. Go with that tripod. Ooh, it finally now asks me for the ActiveX. Yes, run. Custom. What is he even doing? He says he's a little busy with what? I don't even want to know what kind of group thing he's in right now. My God, I want you to hurry up. It's taking forever. I mean, I guess what else did I expect? I don't know. I swear I think the compact Presario 6708 went faster than this thing. That says a lot. Please register your copy of Windows Millennium Edition. The Microsoft Windows Millennium Edition team said nobody ever! Alright, let's see if my luck prevails. Let's see if I can get past the setup phase. I hope so, because if not, I'm just going to call the stream a close, because I'm tired of dinking with it. It's really making a lot of crunching noises, so it's probably a good sign. Alright, well, we're back at the setup screen. Well, let's see what happens. And it stopped. I knew that was gonna happen. Freaking thing got stuck on the stupid setting up the freaking driver thing. Urgh. Can't imagine what the heck it's causing it to lock up like that. Damn dog's barking the door. Well, anyways, since this is not wanting to install Windows Millennium Edition, I'm just gonna go ahead and give up for now. I'm not going to put any more time into this because I obviously have got some other things I gotta do, so appreciate you guys coming in to join the stream for anything, I guess. Oh, nope. Wait, it's picked back up. Well, I guess it wanted to start again. I don't even know what's wrong with this thing. Anyway. At the very least, I gotta go deal with the dog, so be right back. Stream's not over yet. Guess not. I gotta go deal with the dog, though. The dog's barking at the door. Okay, I'm back. This hasn't locked up, so I'll just leave it. Oh, what do we get to install on here for hardware? Modem, display INF file, and a driver update for the Hopage thingamabobber. And let's see, you get a bunch of these. I don't want security essentials, and I don't want Windows Live essentials. Everything else we can install. And there we go. Got an update roll-up for Media Center Edition 2005. And a couple of other things. Specific Media Player 11 version for Media Center 2005. You gotta have a specific version, I think, because it'll interplay with the Media Center. Or something to that effect. Oh, my favorite thing. Non-plug-and-play hardware. It's my favorite thing. I don't even know what I'm doing. These things are making like weird noise with my mouth. Because this thing's taking forever! I love the sound this makes. Oh, of course, as soon as I go to point the camera at it, it's like... instead of... It's making some weird noises. Okay. Well, it stopped again, but given how it started working again after this screen, I'm going to let it sit. Let it sit. What's going on in the chat? Oh yeah, see, it's picked back up and started working again. Okay, so clearly it looks like now it's working, because before it just locked up. It loved to lock up earlier. Now it seems to be working fine. So that's a good sign. I remember this machine is one of the picky ones I have for RAM, because it only likes matched pairs of RAM, and even then it doesn't like to boot up sometimes. It's a weird motherboard. Oh, cool. Restart. Might be getting somewhere. Get back in your home. Back in your hole. Oh man, I would hate to have a motherboard like that. Oh man, that would be terrible. Let's see. Have I missed anything in terms of notifications? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh god, tell me about HP's having a character. This one in particular. Oh my god, this one definitely has character. This one definitely has it. I can guarantee you that much. I'm gonna end that. I'm gonna have a Discord audio thing. Noise in it. All right. Well, we didn't get this far before. Oh, gotta restart now button. Gotta restart now button. You know, fun fact, that wallpaper that you just saw before the welcome screen came up, those actually came with the computer when it was new. And I don't know where the heck they spawned from or what program they come from, but either way, they're really nice wallpapers. There's actually quite a bit in there. I think there are like 13 different wallpapers that are just sitting in the My Pictures folder. And some of them are really nice. So I like to set that one at the river because it just looks really nice. I also set it on my ThinkPad. But yeah, of all the machines that are running Windows XP, this one in particular is my favorite because it's a very fast dual-core CPU from the time. It's original software. It's got the capture card. And this one also has factory installed Wi-Fi, which is really nice. It's only 802.11g, but hey, it's still Wi-Fi, so hey, I'll take that. And the cool thing is that the system has dual optical drives, both are DVD capable, a card reader, USB 2, and I believe that also supports SDHC. And there's FireWire on the front and the back. And if I wanted to, I could also put in a floppy drive up here because the motherboard has a floppy port, so I can easily put in a floppy drive at some point if I want to. So that makes it really nice. So the system, I might just put a floppy drive into at some point, just so that way I can have a floppy drive in this computer, because that would really come in handy. And for some reason, there's no Windows XP startup sound. I have no idea why. I'll have to fix that. So that's going to be nice. But other than the stupid memory quirks and graphics card quirks, because believe me, this thing has plenty of it, it's otherwise a really reliable system. And it's still exhibiting its trait of being slow, because you can see it shows the background first, and then you gotta wait and wait some more, and there it goes. Every time you have to wait for the stupid thing to come up, and then it loads the desktop. It's like, really? After that, then it's like really responsive. I don't get it. It's weird. Some characteristic of the OEM build of Windows XP, if I had to guess. It's like weird. Alright, so control panel. Let's go fix that real quick. There we go. All right, sounds, speech, and audio devices. And sounds and audio devices. All right, sounds. We want Windows default. No. And apply and OK. Now, the one downside to this computer is it doesn't have the nice audio of my Gateway GT4024, because my Gateway Media Center PC has surround sound audio, and it has a much nicer equalization software with the integrated audio. And oh my god, man, it sounds actually very pleasant to listen to, even for being a computer that's not nearly as capable as this one is, because the CPU on this thing is nearly like 2.5 times faster than the Pentium D and the Gateway. But I still like the Gateway's audio equalization software. It just sounds so wonderful. It's some kind of like Realtek chip. I think this is also Realtek, yeah. But the driver on this is not nearly as nice as the one on the Gateway. It's just so much nicer on that system compared to this one. But this one isn't bad. I just like the other one better because it has a nice equalization software. Alright, anyway. So, that's enough of that. Yeah. But yeah, I really like this wallpaper. And let me show you the other ones that this has in it. There's this one here. And then that's my wallpaper right now. There's this thing of like the Rome Colosseum or something. There's some place in Rome. Again, I'm not sure if these backgrounds actually came with the computer, but either way, they look really nice. I doubt that they came with the computer when it was new, because they're different resolutions. But either way, they look really nice. Wait, that's one from, I think that's China, actually. Yeah, it looks like China to me. Could even be Japan, I don't know. They look about the same. Ah, yes. The brilliant Taj Mahal. On an HP. Hey, I'm not one to judge. There's also some extra sample pictures on this. And there's another one, although it's 800 by 600 resolution. But these are sample pictures, so I mean, what do you expect? There's also... Oh! I know why they're on here. I just realized why they're on here. You know why they're on there is because they there's a program called Movie Auto Producer. I think that's why those pictures are in there, is because they are sample pictures for this program called Movie Auto Producer. I am such a dum-dum. I didn't even realize that. So that's really neat. I backed them up just in case they wouldn't be saved, but it looks like they got saved anyway because that's what came with the operating system when it was built by HP. So it's really nice. All right, Microsoft update. Okay, back to the HP Pavilion N5290. We got a login prompt. That's a good sign. I don't want the username to be name. I want my username to be my name. And it's not locking up like it did before, so that's a good sign. Will this machine actually, like, get into a desktop? Will it actually work? We got audio! Yay! Oh my god, this makes me so happy now that it's actually working. Oh my god. Well, actually, it's not really that surprising. I mean, I'm just doing that for emotional effect, because of course, I'm a Jordan. But still, oh my god, man. Just over 2 hours with this damn... Actually, more than that. And it's just now working. Oh my god, man. It's such a... It's just a sigh of relief. It really is. Oh my goodness, man. Anyway. Intel Pentium 3, 256 megs of RAM. $10 Toughbook with XP and a 40 gig drive. Not bad. I got rid of my old Toughbook because I just didn't use it, and it was not exactly in the greatest of condition anymore, because of course people like to screw with my crap and then it gets broke, and that's what ended up happening with my Toughbook, unfortunately. So if I get another Toughbook, what I'd like to get is one that is a an old Pentium 3 or something with a touchscreen. That'd be something I'd really be interested in. Alright, so now I get to deal with trying to find a driver for the video card, and that's going to be fun. But yeah, looks like we have a success after just over 2 hours. We now have Windows Millennium Edition running on this machine. So awesome. Well, just as a joke, let's go watch the Windows Millennium Edition preview, because for some reason it doesn't open by default. Oh, needs to be 800 by 600 or higher. Well, that was disappointing. I think DXDiag will tell me what the hardware is for this GPU that I need to find online. Shut up. Shut up. There should be like some kind of hardware identifier. Well, not really, because it's just showing the VGA generic driver. Whatever. So, okay. Well, that's now going to be the end of the stream, because now I'm going to go focus on getting drivers on my main computer and figure out how that's all going to work. Oh, it does? That's pretty neat. But yeah, that machine's going to be ready to go. I don't know why it's getting stuck on the ActiveX thing. Whatever. But yeah, that's really neat. So we're going to delete those online services folder. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, because I'm going to do some other things. So, yeah. I do appreciate you guys coming in to watch. It was, obviously really nice to have some people come in and join in the chat. It was really nice. So, hopefully, I get to make some videos this week. I'm hoping. I don't know when, but I will try my best. Probably first things first is going to be that ThinkPad T41. And then I'm hoping I can get the drivers going on this thing here, since it has USB ports and everything. So, yeah. All right. I will hopefully get to see you guys either in the next stream or in the next video. So, we'll see what happens. All right. Ciao, guys.